welcome to today's episode of Tomorrow's Leader, where we dive deep on all things leader related to leading yourself and leading others. I'm John Laurito, your host. So I have a quick idea for you, quick business idea. I was out to grab a drink with my mom and dad and my sister and brother-in-law, and I noticed that my mom got a glass of wine. And on this glass of wine was a little etched line that was about maybe 2/3 of the way up the glass of wine. And I noticed that when the person poured the wine into her glass, she had just ordered a glass. It wasn't a bottle, it was a glass, that he filled it above the line. And first of all, I haven't seen many wine glasses with a little etched line in it, but I guess that's I haven't seen all the wine glasses that are out there. So in any event, but I just thought it was unique. I'm like thinking, why is there a line on this thing? But then the guy left the table, and I said to my mom, I wonder if that's supposed to be the line that you pour it to. I don't know. I guess that's kind of a strange thing to have on a wine glass, but that's in fact, they had two. That's what it was. They had two lines because it was a large, like kind of an extra large wine glass. And there was one line that was about halfway mark and a line that was towards the top. And sure enough, there were two different sizes of wine glass that you can order. So my mom had ordered the regular one, whatever. I didn't know wine glasses really came in sizes, but I guess it's a full pour, half pour, whatever. Anyways, he gave her above the line. And I said, so that's kind of interesting. Like there's a line there. I think that's probably for the reason of that's the serving size, but he went above. And it just made me think about the whole concept of if I were that restaurant, it'd be kind of an interesting thing to say, and maybe they do, hey, we're going to put these lines on these wine glasses here, and this is the expectation that the customer is going to have, that this is a serving, but I want you to go above that. I want you to add a little bit above that. And that's actually going to be our standard pour is half an inch above the line or whatever, a centimeter above the line. That's going to be our standard pour. They're going to think they're going to get less, but we're going to actually give them more. And I just started thinking about that. I'm like, that's kind of a really cool idea. It's just, help everybody benefits. The customer feels like they're getting more. The server feels like he's or she's pouring more. They're probably getting a bigger tip. The business is doing better because there's, more good feelings about the business in general. I just started thinking, okay, as leaders and business owners, what can you do in your world as a leader, as a business owner, to give that kind of extra something? So, and this goes, this is how my brain works. I get something in there and then it goes in a million different directions. My thought is, okay, as a business leader, you may be leading 100 people. And you may have a large, good size organization, good size group of people, but it is incredible. Some leaders have the ability, even though they might be leading a large group of people, they have the ability to make those people feel like they're one of the most important people in that group, right? And people know you're leading 100 people, but there are some leaders that have the ability to really make that person feel like they are the most important or one of the most important. I've had leaders like this. I did. I had leaders that, would set up time with me, and they left a little buffer at the end or whatnot, but they'd spend a little extra time with me. We might have a half an hour set up and they'd spend 35 minutes or 40 minutes. It was a little thing like that made me feel like I was more important. And maybe they had blocked off an hour and they were planning on only giving me, 40 minutes, but it made me feel a little bit more important. And I think about that as leaders. That's a big challenge, right? Because people have choice. People have choice as to where they're going to work. They have choice whether they're going to be in your organization or go somewhere else. They're constantly being bombarded with opportunities and offers. And now information is so readily available. They can see what the average incomes are at different companies and all kinds of stuff. So as a leader, it's not just about giving somebody an opportunity and, hey, you got a job. But it's about making those people that are part of your organization feel special and feel like They are one of your most important people. And think about your customers and clients. Your customers and clients know that as well. They know that you have thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of customers and other people out there, but is there something that you can do that can actually personalize it and make that person feel like they're getting a little bit extra? They're getting a little something different. This was a silly little thing, going out to eat, but I kind of felt like, wow, my mom's getting a little extra special treatment here. She get a little bit extra in her wine glass. Cool, awesome, small little thing. And in reality, maybe it wasn't, but it just made the point that there are little things that we can do that really don't take much time or effort or anything like that, that can really make a difference. I was telling some leaders recently, I said, make sure that you publicize when one of your people does something really well, make sure that other people know about it, right? Take that and share it, because we don't self-promote very well. Typically, our human nature is not necessarily, some people do, but many people don't. They don't self-promote. They don't share the things that they're doing. So if you're a leader and you see that, I used to take stuff and I would share it with my leader. And I got that from Larry Post, who was one of my favorite leaders of all time, who did that with me. If I did something when I was at Ameriprise, something unique or special, or got a great result, he would share it with the people above him, the senior executives of Ameriprise. He'd share it with the CEO of Ameriprise. And I'm thinking, wow, I love this guy, because he took it upon himself to make it, and it was important to him that there was a spotlight on my success. That made me feel important. Even though he had 300 people or more underneath of him, I felt like I was one of his most important. He had a lot of people, but he took those extra steps in that time to make me feel special, right? And as leaders, you have the ability to do that. It's unbelievable. The small little steps that can make a huge difference. That extra couple of minutes, even the extra question at the end of a meeting. Hey, how you doing? What do you got going on this weekend? Or, hey, how was this weekend? I mean, those extra couple of questions makes all the difference, right? Sometimes we're so agenda-based. It's the meeting starts and the meeting ends, and okay, well, when's our next meeting? What's our action steps? Okay, great. No, make it a little deeper, more important, more personal, okay? Know the people that you're working with and find out. If you don't know about them, find out, okay? Learn about them. It doesn't take a lot. So just a cool little thought, just thinking about what can you do in your business as a leader to make, even though there's a large group out there, make those one or two, as you have individual interactions with people, make them feel unique. Okay, make them feel like they're getting something extra from you, or your customers are getting something extra. Even though they may be on the same level as everybody else, they're getting a little bit something extra. I don't know what it is, but figure it out. You're the leader. So just want to prompt your thinking, get the wheels turning a little bit. As always, I love your ideas for guests and future content, challenges that you're having, whatever the case may be. Message me. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, I appreciate when you like, subscribe, share, and go down below, give 5-star review. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Bye.